round 3, final match of the day. What are we looking at, Grant?
We are looking at Clint playing eJango E9s and Jordan playing eCad Bane E2-player Phasma.
eCad Bane ePhasma is...
Gross.
Yeah, it is dominating right now a lot of places, which I actually played against 2 Cad Bane Phasmas early on Friday, and I beat both of them, so that felt pretty good. Because it does a lot of damage.
Was it close?
Yes, every game is close.
Okay.
So, I mean, it could have come down to Cad Bane just not rolling particularly well, but...
Right.
How
good was his ability? When you got to actually face it, did you feel that his ability was really as good as it looks?
I don't know, because I don't know I don't know the skill level of the players I was playing against. I don't know how much they had played with Cad Bane to know to, like, say, reserve their resources or save them for that 3 damage side he has on him.
Right. It just seems so good being able to play his blaster, get the ambush, get the free activation, and then get the dice resolve.
Yeah. Yeah, and one of the players I was playing against actually didn't run fast hands, which I think is a mistake. I think Cad Bane wants fast hands.
Prophecy is revealed. I will lose. Don't worry, Clint. You'll be all right.
Yeah, Clint just made a prediction that he was going to lose.
He saw Cad Bane and was like, "Oh, never mind. Forget it."
But yeah, Cad Bane I think is really good with fast hands.
Yeah.
The 2 discard on him is ridiculous.
Underrated.
There was one player I was played against on Friday who he rolled 2 discard on both of his dice, and he had double fast hands.
Oh.
And he yanked 4 cards out of my hand.
Oh.
Like,
just obliterated your round, basically.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
I could see if it was a 1 discard. Maybe fast hands isn't as good on him, but having a 3 damage, a 2 damage, and a 2 discard, that's just
sick.
Yeah, it's really good. Another card that one of my opponents was not running that I told him that he needed to be running was Imperial HQ. It's lets you resolve a die showing a resource cost for free. And one of the great things that I realized about it is that it doesn't cost you an action. So you can resolve that resource costing die with a modified side.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right. So you could roll a 4 damage on a rocket launcher and a +3 on a mortar gun. And you can resolve 7 damage in 1 action with 0 resources.
Wow.
With just this 1 cost support. And you can do that over and over every round. So Imperial HQ, really good card. Put it in your Cad Bane decks and thank me later. So it looks like our players have just finished shuffling up. And let's see what they're looking at in their opening hands. So in this the Cad Bane Phasma deck, who do you think the target priority is?
Oh, Cad Bane.
You think so?
I think so.
I've had success going for both.
I think it all depends on the player because, like we've discussed before, you can actually run Phasma as a bodyguard suite with the new weapons and things like, I'm blanking here.
Best defense.
Best defense. Thank you. Yes.
So Vibro Knife coming down straight away on 9s, hits the blank. That's frustrating. And Clint, I think, declined to take his ambush action so that he can just roll in Django. So Jordan playing on the hunt. And both players rolling pretty
poorly.
Pathetically.
Yeah.
So
feel your anger. No blue.
Yeah, no blue. That would be nice though.
You think you override that Vibro Knife with the holdout blaster? Oh. Looks like he's going to do it anyway. I'm always a fan of doing that in the opposite order, like going holdout blaster then Vibro Knife. Just in case I roll fat resources.
Yeah, but redeploy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It changes based on like where your characters are at.
For sure.
When you draw it.
For sure. But this
like if Knights had, a bunch of damage on them, you want the holdout blaster over the Vibro Knife.
Of course. He does finally see some value out of the 9s dice.
So Jordan didn't want that Phasma special.
Wonder what he's looking for.
He had a special on Phasma and a resource, I believe. I don't know.
Maybe he just
Or
wanted...
did she just roll in?
I think she just rolled in.
Oh, okay.
I doubt Jordan would have just freely given up a Phasma special.
Right. So, takes $1.
He's already got the Cad Bane base damage showing. Do you go ahead and resolve that before you bother to focus?
Yeah, I probably would have resolved that before even taking that $1.
Agreed.
Unless he's playing... Maybe he's running Anarchy, which is a new 3-cost event, which deals damage to both of an opponent's characters. Nope, he's just
wants the damage, man.
just wants to resolve it at the same time.
Just 6 flat damage, no big deal.
I mean, it's costing him 2 resources, and you know Clint wasn't able to get anything out of this round.
I think I would have just turned it to a 2 and just saved the money for an upgrade in the next round. I'm not sure what exactly is in Jordan's deck or if he's running a heavy weapon suite, but that's what I would have been playing.
Yeah, when you have the opportunity to take 2 damage or 3 damage for a resource, you know, you got to factor in, is it going to finish? Do you need that 1 damage to finish off a character? Or are you going to be able to get like an additional upgrade down next round?
Right.
Which will have more value in the long run.
And you know he's going after Cad Bane now, so now you can build up Phasma freely without any kind of worry.
Or just, you know, throw down LL30s on Cad Bane and holdout blasters and let him slide over to Phasma.
Yeah. Those LL30s are so good.
So, Jordan's playing Tactical Mastery?
Maybe he wants to claim. It's going to deal 6 to...
Oh, so the Clint brought Rebel War Room to the table, and Jordan was able to take advantage of that. Interesting.
So he does get to keep.
I don't know why he valued the battlefield control so heavily that he wanted to play that Tactical Mastery.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Any of those action cheating cards like Tactical Mastery, Hit and Run, I like to hold those in my hand until my character is about to die.
Yep.
Because being able to get 1 more use out of a character right before they die,
can be game changing.
Yeah,
especially on a character like Cad Bane, whose dice are so strong. I mean, he could easily finish off a character within 4 damage. And
it's spot red too, so, and Clint's not going for Phasma, so he could just save that even for late game Phasma that's built up.
Yeah.
I mean, playing it does help him filter through his deck and find, you know, the ambush weapons that he wants to play on Cad Bane, but...
Wonder if we're going to see any kind of heavy discard here from Jordan. Choosing not to. Just hoping he gets another weapon. It looks like he did get one. Can't quite see what it is.
So hopefully Clint's able to get something going. Maybe, like Vibro Knucklers into Flamethrower for some big damage, or...
Well, like you said, now he wants to keep that holdout blaster out, because that's going to be going to eJango here pretty shortly.
Yeah, and he needs something to happen. He's not in a good spot.
He did manage to get 3 damage out that round, but that's just not enough.
Yeah, well, Jordan had the shields on, the 2 shields he started with.
That's what I'm saying, I'm counting that.
Right.
Gets the focus again. That focus on Phasma makes her so good.
Yeah, could you imagine if Ray had a focus? She'd be way better.
Yeah.
You could action cheat in with her and then like all in and stuff. I don't know.
It'd be nasty.
Yeah.
Oh, he does get the LO. No, that's coercion. My apologies.
And Jordan's just considering maybe playing the coercion, seeing what's in Clint's hand. He's got an unpredictable, a bait and switch.
I don't know if you want to make him do the bait and switch.
No. But you could...
That was a joke. What do you think? Just...
I mean, I don't know.
Oh!
So, rocket launcher...
No resources, though.
But does he have... He can bait and switch the eJango modified resource into a resource.
True. If FN can live that long.
Rocket launcher is just the best weapon you can play on 9s, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Ion Disruptor Rifle now, but
Oh, yeah. Ion Disruptor Rifle is absurd.
You know, being able to get 7 damage out of it, out of that rocket launcher, or 8 damage even, potentially, is insane in a single round.
I don't know, man. 10 greater than 8.
Yeah, 10 with the Ion Disruptor.
I was actually playing across from Matt the other day, and he laid down a Ion Disruptor, and I just about scooped.
So Jordan rolls in, and it looks like he's explaining to Clint what On the Hunt does.
Yeah, Clint's a newer player, but he's learning quickly, and he's playing fairly well for playing in a short period.
Yeah, he's in a kind of tough spot though right here, not being able to, because it would be nice to if he had had the resource to resolve that rocket launcher and then roll back in.
Yeah.
And then have it available to use the Rebel War Room with.
He goes ahead and unpredictables the On the Hunt dice. Oh, that dice stays in the pool. He picked up the rocket launcher dice. He must not realize.
Yeah, and like we said, Clint's a newer player, so I don't know how much experience he has with 9s, but yeah, that die should stay on what it is when you choose to activate him if you haven't resolved it.
I think I would have just gone ahead and gotten rid of the 1 damage sticks from eJango. Or, you know, obviously the bait and switch play would have been preferable, but playing unpredictable again.
No, he doesn't
doesn't
like you. Removing the 3 damage from Cad Bane.
It's interesting not seeing Jordan play many upgrades. You know, he's had resources for his Cad Bane dice the whole time.
So resolving the discard hits a flamethrower.
It's not a bad one.
Yeah, I'm guessing Jordan just hasn't drawn into his upgrade suite yet. Your Salvation says Coercion is super strong against opponents playing Price of Failure or similar type cards. Yeah, although with the new, there has been an official ruling, I don't think, where, like, you so if somebody plays Coercion and forces you to play an event on as your next action, you can choose to pass instead, because passing is not an action. So you can just keep passing until the end of the round, and Coercion's effect goes away at the end of the round.
Interesting.
So it's not as good as it was originally thought to be, but it could still stall your opponent for an entire round, potentially.
Which is arguably even worse than losing a character, because if you've got a character almost dead, I mean...
Yeah.
Sometimes you're okay with that Price of Failure play.
So Clint got away with not taking very much damage that round at all.
I thought that we were going to see a dead 9s that round for sure. The way Jordan's been rolling, I thought 9s was going down.
And I think Clint's explaining that... Oh, Jordan claimed.
Oh. Interesting.
Claimed early.
Now
Because he still had a Cad Bane die and a Phasma die in the pool, I believe.
That's got to be a little worrisome. Because Clint now has the resources for that rocket launcher.
Oh, Willie T3 asks, anything going on after the main tournament? Well, Grant and I will be here to actually play some games if you want to come join us.
Yeah, we've got some casual games going on.
Yeah, just going to be casual games. We're not going to be streaming anything after this event, I believe. But stay around for the end of this match, because we have an announcement to make. It's pretty big, and you're probably going to want to hear it.
Very exciting.
Alright, let's see if Jordan finally got a weapon. And
He gets a good one.
a Phasma's Blaster. Interesting to play it on Cad Bane when he doesn't get the redeploy from it. But maybe that's all he had.
I don't think he really wants it. I think he's just looking for big damage.
So your Salvation, passing is not considered an action. So if you look in the rulebook or on the reference card even that you get in a starter, it lists like 6 actions you can take. I believe they're play a card, activate a character or support, discard a card to reroll, resolve dice, or claim the battlefield. And passing isn't one of those. And a character can always choose to pass on their turn.
Yeah, it's kind of
it's just a
workaround.
It's decline. A pass is basically declining to take an action. So if they're forced to play an event on their next action, they can just say, "I don't want to take an action. I'm going to pass."
Right. It's just a loophole, but they're effectively ending their round.
So eJango rolling melee again.
Never thought I'd see that. Jordan just taking the resource. He's totally okay with that. Just stockpiling his bank. He's still got the focus on Phasma, so...
So Clint's going to electroshock, and that's a new player mistake. Well, not necessarily, because he could focus into 3, and then Clint wouldn't be able to electroshock.
I was okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah, there have been times, though, where I've seen a player, and they'll electroshock a focus when they should wait for their opponent to focus, and then electroshock whatever die was focused to, because basically your electroshock removed 2 dice in that instance.
Exactly.
Jordan discarding coercion probably doesn't think that Clint has another event in his hand after playing the electroshock.
Well, I mean, 9s players are generally just going to be running equipments or, money making.
That's true.
Events even. So coercion really isn't that great against a 9s deck.
Yeah. The Rainbow 9s deck that was pretty popular only runs like 4 mitigation cards.
Right. A second electroshock coming out of Clint. Just eliminating Phasma's turn.
And Clint's down to 1 resource, so let's see if he can get something good out of that rocket launcher. And this is the main issue with Cad Bane, is that he only has 3 damage sides. So when you do action cheat in with him, you might not hit.
You mean he only has 2 damage sides?
Yeah, he only has 2 damage sides.
Right. That's the same problem Sabine has.
Right. So 9's coming in, hits 3 damage, a 2 damage,
and a 1 damage,
and a shield. It looks like he doesn't see the holdout blaster die.
He's still gonna be able to do 4 damage. I mean, he'll get Cad Bane easily within kill range. Actually, he's got the stick, so he does have fatal showing on the board right now for Cad Bane.
So Jordan's going to use On the Hunt special, which removes the shield from 9s, and then he's going to remove the rocket launcher die. Which is a solid play.
Yeah.
A damage and a removal.
But he's still going to be fairly close to killing him. He's still got the 2, so he's still going to put him within 1. He could discard and reroll to get something.
No, he'll put him within 3.
Oh, Cad Bane's 12.
Yeah, Cad Bane's 12 health. Yet another egregious error on FFG's part. Like, why 12 hit points?
That is a huge
for
amount
17.
I don't know how Luke got 12 health. Or Mace. Like, why does Cad Bane have the same amount of health as Mace?
I don't know, man. You ever seen Clone Wars? Cad Bane's a badass, dude. He does crazy things.
I'm actually going through it for the first time ever.
Okay.
I'm just about finished up with season 1.
So Clint resolving his melee. I don't know why he didn't decide to resolve the 2 melee on 9s as well. Oh, he's probably going to want to claim the Rebel War Room for it.
Yeah. But...
Which...
Jordan's claiming so early that I don't think that he's going to get to. I think he just accept his fate and try to get more damage.
Unless Clint just decides to claim right now.
Maybe. Clint deciding what he wants to do here. But if he claims, then he's just going to leave damage on the board.
So did Clint claim to do that? I don't think he spent that resource.
He did not. He did not spend his resource.
Oh, he just dealt the 1 on the 9s. He didn't deal the 2.
He had the 2 for 1 showing, though, right?
He did. So now Clint's going to claim. Let's see if he resolves that shield die.
Nope.
So Rebel War Room lets you resolve one of your dice. It doesn't have to have a resource cost on it. But if it does have a resource cost, you can use the value on that die for free.
Yeah, he could have easily just taken that shield and been in a much better place for 9s. Make Jordan work for that character kill. But Clint is in a pretty solid spot with 3 resources and 9s with 2 upgrades.
This game has slowed down dramatically.
Yeah. Round 1, I thought this was going to be a 10-minute game.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan just pumped out so much damage with so few dice.
Yep.
You'd think once he got a couple upgrades down, he'd be able to do even more. But
Clint looks like he's got another upgrade. Oh, he drops his own LL30.
So Django is going to be
Pretty
loaded
well
up
off.
pretty well, especially if Clint can find a riot baton and drop that on top of the rocket launcher. So, man, his 9s rolls have been just awful.
Feels bad. Looks like Jordan gets the on the hunt special again.
And Django's been pretty consistent. 1 damage
Yeah.
one damage
Yeah.
on his dice. So Jordan looking at on the hunt special, Cad Bane, blank, a shield, and 3 damage from ePhasma's blaster.
Looks like we might see an override here.
I'm betting it's a riot baton. Nope, vibro knucklers.
I guess he just wants to get as much damage as possible.
Well,
I think I would have kept the rocket launcher though, because it's a
man.
wow. Clint, I don't blame your frustration, Clint.
How many blanks has 9s rolled? 3 or 4?
That's at least 3.
Yeah.
And I think you got resources and shields with the other ones, which, I mean, resources are always good, but
yeah.
Clint deciding what he wants to do.
Yet
with
another
that.
reason why Night Sisters, I think, just the best thing you can pair with 9s to get consistency out of those extra rolls.
Yeah, agreed.
So he is going to get value out of both of those dice before. Oh, so Jordan playing Battle Rage.
Oh,
Battle Rage is a card that I actually really like in. It's not spot yellow, is it?
no, it's just, I got this one. This is one of my favorite cards from the new set. Battle Rage says, spot a character and resolve one of your dice. Spot a character with 6 damage on it. It's resolve one of your dice, increasing its value by 2.
So it does have the condition that you need to roll damage.
Right. And you do have to have 6 damage on that character. So it's fairly heavily damage increase, but its output is insane.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically like a lightsaber throw. A little bit more conditional. Because lightsaber throw, you only have to be showing the melee damage.
Right.
This one, your character has to have 6 damage on them. But, you know, it's just a good way for you. It's kind of like a catch-up mechanic, in a sense. You know, like, they've dealt a bunch of damage to you, so you're going to deal a little bit more back to them. So that would have been 5 damage to kill 9s, and it looks like Jordan's explaining that to him.
Yeah.
Oh, but Battle Rage has to be a character dice, so we need to get that fixed. And I actually had to fix that last round.
It looks like they didn't actually do it. It looks like they just resolved it. Because that would be a dead 9s otherwise.
Oh, so he picked Battle Rage back
Yeah.
up to his hand while we were
And then
chatting about the card. They already figured it out.
And then Clint makes him discard it. That feels really bad. Jordan's got to be frustrated about that.
Hey, well, I mean,
What can you do?
yep. Except read the card and know what it does before you play it.
I think I just start resolving those damages. I mean, get the 3 damage on...
Well, he wants to
Cad
resolve
Bane.
the blaster before he rolls 9s in.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I think you just start getting damage into the CAD. Another focus from Phasma. No big
And
deal.
I might even just roll 9s in right now because he's about to go down.
More than likely.
I think we saw... Did Jordan have a bait and switch in his hand?
I wasn't looking. I was too busy nerding
I
out
mean, he
about
doesn't,
Battle
he, doesn't,
Rage.
he doesn't have a resource, so... So yeah, Clint, I think, does need to roll, and he's going to. So,
He does get the one black side on holdout blaster, so he will get more
And
value.
Vibraknuckler, so he's got potentially 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage on the board.
He needs to go ahead and just resolve the blasters, though. That way he can get the redeploy. Oh, but Django's already rolled.
So I think you just resolve all the melee for 4 damage. Because
Yeah.
you can increase the Vibraknuckler die by spending a resource.
Agreed.
Or you could do the 3 and keep that resource if you need it for something.
I'm not sure. I didn't see what he's got in his hand, but I doubt he's going to need that resource this round.
I think it's still a really close game, even though Nines is about to go down.
Yeah, I mean, Django's going to get a lot of help here in just a second.
And Jordan has no redeploy upgrades yet.
Yeah, so if he can get Cad down, I mean, we just said he can put 3 damage into him right now, put him well within kill range.
Oh, so Clint's going to be able to bait and switch, flip to...
Malay. Hey, thanks, Willie T, for the follow. Really appreciate it, man.
So what do you flip to? Probably the...
Just the 1.
Yeah.
I guess you could do the 2 for 1, but it's the same as doing it with the
So he's going to
knucklers.
do 5 to CAD.
Is he going to increase it? Looks
I
like
think,
he's not.
I think he's thinking about it.
Yeah, he's not going to increase it. He just kept it, just dealt 4.
And Clint should lose that LL30 blaster pistol die as well that's in the pool. Yep.
He remembers.
So, man, if he had spent that resource, he would have been able to kill Cad Bane
Yep.
with the 1 damage on Django's die.
And that's a huge miss, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, when the damage tokens just start stacking up, sometimes it's hard to tell.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, you got to be aware of that.
Yeah, because you could be staring at a fully stacked, or almost a fully stacked Django against an empty ePhasma. Jordan deciding what he wants to do here. I think I just start re-rolling for damage. I mean, you need to get something out of Cad before he goes.
Well, he had a holdout blaster in hand, I believe, so he probably wants to play that start of next round to get... So he's discarding the On the Hunt. Why is he keeping the On the Hunt special?
I have no idea.
Because
Well,
any of the sides are better than the special right now.
except for the plus melee. The plus melee is a blank, basically.
Sure. So he got a resource from Cad Bane. So he does get... So he is going to get some value out of the upgrades that he's already played if he overrides.
I guess if you think about it, with the On the Hunt having 2 special sides and a blank, and the plus melee, he's got 4 sides he can't use, so he probably was just like, forget it.
So Jordan looking at a Ruthless Tactics. I Have You Now. He's got the Holdout Blaster from last round, LL30, and is that a Deadly?
Couldn't make it out. I'm surprised we haven't seen a fast hands yet.
Yeah, like I said, you know, one of the Cad Bane Phasma players I played against on Friday wasn't running fast hands, and they said they didn't need it, and I don't know. I think his dice are too strong, and
Yeah.
there are going to be games where you don't draw your ambush weapons to chain on him. Theoretically, there's enough that you should have one in every single hand, but that's not going to happen every time.
Right.
So fast hands just increase the chance you can resolve your dice unmitigated.
No, yeah, I'm with you. We could see a huge damage output from Cad right here with that LL30. Is that a Night Sniper?
Yep, Night Sniper, and he has an ambush action, which will probably be to pass. I'm
Most
guessing.
likely.
But
That might be a mistake here, though, because now Jordan can play that LL30, get the ambush, and the activate from Cad. So then he can resolve his dice if he wants to.
well, he'd get to do that anyways.
Right.
So just flat out paying the 2, doesn't want to override anything,
Well, he...
and doesn't want to put the holdout blaster down either, because Django rolls in and kill. If Django,
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I mean, he's getting 3 damage out of that Phasma blaster before he dies potentially.
Wow.
Oh, and Django misses.
Whiffing huge. Jordan playing Ruthless.
Seriously though, like, why play Django when for one more point you play Cad Bane,
Yeah.
whose die is twice as good and has 2 more health, and
Yeah.
ability is almost the same?
Yeah.
What is FFG thinking?
I don't know, man. Don't ask me. You're asking the wrong guy.
So Jordan decided to play Ruthless Tactics instead of resolving the additional 2 damage with from the LL30.
And then he's risking not getting a reuse
I don't know if I
out of it.
agree with that, because it's only 1 extra damage when this is 2.
And then when Cad eventually goes down, which more than likely he's going down this round, he could get an extra activation out of it.
Yeah, maybe it's just one of those things where he wants to play a new card, you know, and see how it
Yeah.
works, or I don't know.
Or maybe
I still don't know that Ruthless Tactics goes in any deck.
maybe he wanted to get the blaster resolved. That way he could feel better about overriding it with the holdout. Because the Phasma's blaster is a better die.
Well, even if he dealt the 5 damage with the 3 and the +2, he could still override the Phasma Blaster with the holdout blaster.
That's true.
So Clint's playing unpredictable, trying to get that last bit. Nope, doesn't get it.
Just the
He had a
blank.
50% chance.
God. Deciding what he wants to do here. No resources. He does have a tactical mastery.
Yeah.
Just going for it. Discarding a reroll. Yeah, get rid of the
You said
resource.
Clint
man.
has a tactical mastery? It's spot red
Oh, it
though,
is
and
spot red, yeah.
9's is dead. So discarding to reroll, and he hits a damage, a base damage. Let's see if Jordan can do anything about it. Looks like not. Oh, he can take a shield, but I guess just put the shield on Phasma at this point.
Yeah. But looks like that's kind of what he's coming to. Like, oh wait, no matter what. Yeah. Make him spend the extra damage.
I don't know what Clint's going through here.
Yeah, just kill her. Kill Cad, man. Get him off the board.
Yeah, deal the 1, kill him. Phasma gets the LL30. Yeah, I mean, as soon as Jordan gets 1 damage onto Django,
Phasma's dice increase significantly.
right. Yeah, that's one of the reasons that I kind of think going for Phasma first is the right call, because late game Phasma, her dice end up having a 1, a 2, and a 3 damage side.
Yeah. Which is insane for 13 points. Like,
Yeah.
none of them cost any resources either.
Right.
A 1, 2, a 3, a focus, and a resource. What else do you want on a dice?
Disrupt.
Discarding the reroll here. Good lord. I'm so
The amount
sorry.
of blanks that Clint has rolled this game.
Going for it, man. He has to.
And Jordan's going to have a 50% chance to just end the game. Because he's going to deal 3 damage with the Phasma special, and then all he has to do is reroll that other Phasma die into 1 damage.
Yikes.
So I think Clint's...
I don't even know if he realizes it.
I think he's looking at the die sides and figuring out what...
What the odds are.
But he can't possibly deal 11 damage
No.
with those 4 dice. He can deal 9 max. So Clint, go ahead and deal in the 3. Getting some damage on Phasma. Moral victory.
Yeah, exactly. Get rid of that shield. Suck it. Alright,
And-
Jordan. Discard. Get
Yep,
that kill.
here it goes. Go for the win.
The
With the focus. Discarding again. Gets
Oh,
the
it gets
special.
the special.
And that's
That's
game.
game over.
Man, that game went way longer than I anticipated.
Yeah.
That first round was, Nines was half dead, and then he still stuck around till almost round 4, I think.
Yeah, that was a blowout round 1, and then all of a sudden it just came to a stop. What do you think Clint could have done differently there to pull that out? Not roll 12 blanks?
Yeah, well, spent the resource on the Vibro Knucklers die to increase it.
Oh, yeah.
Because at that point, Cad Bane would have been dead, Phasma had no upgrades, and Django had only taken 1 damage.
Yep.
And Django had 2 upgrades. And, yeah, I think Clint has a really good shot to win the game.
That's true.
If he does that.
Yeah,
I don't remember what he was saving his resource for either.
He went into the next round with the resource still.
Right. So I mean, if you're not gonna spend it on a event or something, just spend it to increase the dive side.
Yeah, I don't think he realized that spending that die side was the difference in a character death. Which, like we said, Clint is just now getting back in the game, so he's a little rusty, just shaking it off, and he's learning quick. So.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, unfortunately, that's going to do it for our stream today. Thanks for coming out and joining us.